King scampers for 45 yard TD with 1.7 left and take overcomes early miscues to beat Colorado 27-20. Boulder, Colorado. Haynes King faked a pitch and scampered for 45 yards touchdown with 1 and 7 remaining time as Georgia Tech overcame a turnover field failed start to beat Colorado 27-20 on Friday night. And King, King finished with 156 yards and rushing and 3 TDS in the season opener. And he also threw for 143 yards on the winning 5-play drive. King carried the ball 4 times. And they called my number. I did my job and I followed my blockers. King explained the rest in his history. And the Buffaloes, had 2 timeouts on their final drive, but didn't use them. And they drove to the 50 and attempted a Hail Mary with 3 seconds remaining time, but the ball was batted down in the end zone. And we could have, we could have won the game, and it's not like we had our butts kicked, said Colorado coach, Deion Sanders, and we saw him. And we saw his team outgained by a 463 to 305 margin, including Georgia Tech, and rushing for 320 yards. And they ran the heck out of the ball. And if we take advantage of the opportunities, I have a whole different mood up here right now. And it was, a disastrous beginning for a veteran Georgia Tech offense with 2 fumbles and an interaction on its opening 3 positions, and the Yellow Jackets had only 10 turnovers last season. And a lot of things, we have to clean up. And Georgia, Tech coach Brent Key says that the difference was our ability to run the ball, and leading the way was King, and who steadily settled them down after the nightmare start. And the quarterback, is looking like a Heisman candidate right now. And the center says that we made that happen for him. And Kaidun Salter scored on a 7-yard TD scramble with just over 8:25 remaining time to pull Colorado to within 22-19. And the extra point by Alejandro Mata, was blocked out, but had just enough on it to creep over the crossbar to tie the game. This marked, the first time Colorado and Georgia Tech have met on the football field. And the programs are forever, linked after splitting the 1990 National Championship. And Salter, threw for 159 yards and a touchdown in his Colorado debut. And the Liberty transfer, also rushed for 43 yards and a score. Juju Lewis, is a highly touted freshman, didn't see any action. And the Buffaloes remain a work in progress after losing a plethora of players to the NFL, including quarterback Deion Sanders and Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter. And we ain't got time to gel. And Sanders says that we have got to go right now. And shortly after the game, Deion Sanders was drafted by the Cleveland Browns and wrote on social media, that they will figure things out, and they have a great head coach. And a heavy downpour just before kickoff made the new turf at Folsom Field a little slick, and the ball, slippery. And Colorado linebacker Marty Daniels, French recovered 2 fumbles sideline pass run. And Colorado, introduced a sideline pass run for Deion Sanders, and who was recently, diagnosed with bladder cancer and needs to frequently use the restroom. And he is portable, by the way. His portable privacy tent is right next to the Buffalo's bench. And coach Tribute, Mac Tribute, by the way, the Buffaloes wore a patch on their jerseys to honor Bill McCartney. And with, by the way, who did last January at 84 years old, and he was the coach when Colorado split the national title with Georgia Tech following the 1990 season. The takeaway, by the way, Georgia Tech. This was the first regular season victory by Georgia Tech in the Mountain Time Zone since winning at Air Force in 1978. And Colorado, by the way, missing from the field was Ralphie VI, Colorado's live Buffalo mascot, who retired from running earlier this week. What's up next? By the way, the both Georgia Tech and Colorado play in the 6th of September with the Yellow Jackets hosting Gardner Webb and the Buffaloes at home against Delaware. Thank you so much. Have a nice time and a great day. Thank you. Goodbye.